Welcome back. We are covering number 18 of 25 books to help your business grow. And again, I think this is a great series. You need to continuously be self-improving, and reading books or listening to books on Audible is a great way to do that. Before we get started though, on number 8 to 18, why should white guys have all the fun? The Reginald Lewis story here. I want to encourage you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the thumbs up, which is the like button, and then also click the alert button, which notifies you of future content that comes out. And I covered Reginald Lewis in 25 inspirational stories to encourage you in your business journey series that I just finished up here. But again, I really think that this is worth a read. It talks about how this guy, grew from a middle class family, and just all the things that he accomplished to become the first black billionaire in Wall Street. And so I think it's a very intriguing, but there's a lot of great things in this book in terms of how he did a lot of leverage buyouts, and then talks about the junk bonds with, and also mentions Michael Milken back in the 80s. It's a very fascinating time on Wall Street, in terms of what was happening. But this guy was actually in the mix and did it. Talks about how, his journey at Harvard as well. He's a fascinating guy, a really fascinating guy, and I really I go back and reread this all the time. But so I wanted to encourage you all to again take a minute. Here's the thing, right? I know that we're all at different stages in our projects, our art projects, or our businesses, or our careers, and I think that this is really more of a focus for small business, obviously on the Small Biz Shoutout channel. But I think it's very important to look at other people and learn from their journeys, right? And learn from the mistakes they've made, the successes that they've had. And I think it's very encouraging and inspiring. And a lot of times I'll read these books and take away nuggets, even though I haven't had my big hit and home run yet. I'm confident it's going to happen, and I'm confident that yours will come too. It may take a while. And one of the things that I learned in the 25 inspirational stories to encourage you in your business journey, that last series, is that there are a lot of people who had many failures before they hit their big home run later in life, right? I'm a former firefighter in the city of Detroit. I've had to try a whole ton of different things, and I've had some misses, right? I had a technology e-learning business that was just on the tail end of the dot-com bubble, and lost everything, and strained some friendships along the way, and I was a younger guy. I think I've grown, in that process. So it's maybe a better leader, maybe a better person, maybe a better friend, and this maybe a better business person, right? I mean, that's another thing as well, right? And so I've had, some successes in smaller areas, as a sales manager, tried a social media growth company and just didn't have the capital to do that. So that was another L that I took, right? So in financial services, so I've had a ton of different things, but I think that all of those experiences, whether they had some success or they were L's, losses, I think that they will come back and play a part in your big home run that you will hit, right? There's very few Michael Jordans in the world. There's a lot of journeymen that have to grow and to get better over time. That's the majority of us, right? There's a few people that have, hit it big right from the start. Jeff Bezos was one that really kind of, came out of the gates, and just kind of had that fairy tale, project. He had some failures within Amazon, but from the start, he was kind of that wonder kid, right? And he's one of the richest men in the world. But that's not the majority, right? So I want to encourage you to, again, read these stories, be encouraged by them, and there's some that are more technical in analysis in terms of the books that I'm covering in this series. But again, it all should encourage you and help you grow your business. That's what this is all about, right? And to improve yourself along the way. So anyway, why should white guys have all the fun? It's available on, on Audible, and I think you can probably get some used copies on Amazon as well if you go in and do the search. And I'll leave a link for this as well. I'm not a big fan of Amazon right now because they basically cut my affiliate links off because I didn't have enough traffic here. And my feeling is that if you don't love me when I'm small and growing, then you don't love me. Just like my wife. My wife loved me and married me when I had nothing and I was a poor guy from the city. and she took a gamble on me. She took a bet on me. So I'm in it with for the long haul with her, and it's going to be the same way. So I might have to look at changing all these affiliate links to Walmart or somebody who's not going to cut me off because I don't have enough traffic here. But just a heads up too, as you're starting your YouTube channels or your businesses, is that Amazon is only likes the big fish, right? And as you're starting out, they're not going to love you as much. And I have to go back through and change all those affiliate links now. And I'm not going to do it with Amazon, I don't think. And I don't think that I ever will, based on that response I got from them when I asked them to reinitiate my account. And they said, no, you need to have more traffic. And I said, okay. So I think I'm going to look for another opportunity, but I'll leave the link right now because I know Amazon's the most, popular way to get books and Audible. I do like Audible, but again, I'm just really kind of torqued at Amazon in terms of their perspective and short-sightedness in terms of, what happens, when, I'm not going to say if, but when this channel takes off, I don't want you then. I'm not going to love you then. So I know I'm kind of going off on a tirade, and this is not fun at all. So again, check the book out, The Reginald Lewis Story. Why Should White Guys Have All the Fun? And again, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're up to 11 last time I checked, and it's not important, but again, it's encouraging to have subscribers and views. Click the thumbs up. This doesn't cost you anything. I put the time in to research all of this and put the links in, and I have a wife, 4 kids, and a killer Shih Tzu, so it encourages me when I get that. And then also hit the alert button to be notified of future content. So appreciate you all very much, and enjoy, and we'll talk to you at the next video.